echoes a cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
23-yard line.
2nd and 12.
Cousins to throw it. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Touchdown,
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
45, 45. Mike, 45. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is T.J. Logan to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
T.J. Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
They got his man complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Pass intended for Justin Jefferson. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 54.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Fighting him off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Alvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on second down, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. A first down throw for Cousins. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by...
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. All Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Hey, Steamer.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
And now they'll elect to go for two and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room.
36. Check 24, check 24. Kill.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two, they don't get it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a play fake, Brady. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this offense continues to pour it on. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by one more.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Cousins now.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Minnesota.
To throw is Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. To throw, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Cousins finding the rookie Jefferson for a Viking 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Cousins on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Complete to Dalvin.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can...
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked off at the 28. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Brady's pass.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Suckup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Buccaneers 49, Vikings 12. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
56 is mine. 56 is mine. Quit talking about it and bring it.
On the carry, it's Cook. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Devin White on the tackle. It's a gain of 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Hey, no, easy.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete to Adam.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. 1st down.
1st down. Here's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Cook out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Vikings.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he is all the way up past the 25. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, set. Wait, Eddie. Check it. Reload.
Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Again, it's Fournette.
Let's get off the field.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A big run by the big man Fournette. 41 yards on the ground. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Smith on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On play action, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Silver.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. Whoa. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Kill. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brady going to look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Watch the screen.
Can't.
56. Mike, 56.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Cousins pass.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 36-yard line.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.